Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Windasri Cici Mariati Papahan from Group B, and my lecture is Kambar Sipayung SPD MPD. And in this video, I will explain about the audio-lingual method. The first is the definition of the audio-lingual method. The audio-lingual method is the method with focus in repetition, some words to memorize. The audio-lingual method, also called as oral method, that acts as a supporting for improving the speaking skill because it helps to pronounce a word in a correct form by using some drills like repetition, transformation, chain, and others. And in this method, it is very important for teachers to have a good pronunciation skill because they are modeling the pronunciation of their student, and if the teacher has mispronunciation mistake, the student will make them too. The second is the goals of the audio-lingual method. The goals of the audio-lingual method, namely, the first is using target language communicatively. The second is overlearn language so as to use it automatically without stopping to think. The third is learn the language by habit formation and language habits. And the last is overcome old habits of natives. The next is the technique of the audio-lingual method. The technique of the audio-lingual method is dialogue memorization, backward build-up or expansion, repetition drill, chain drill, single slot substitution drill, multiple slot substitution drill, use of the minimal pairs, and transformation drill. And now we continue to the characteristic of the audio-lingual method. The characteristic is vocabulary, structural pattern, grammar, cultural information, and student reading and writing. And what is the advantage and disadvantage of this method? The advantage is the main skill to develop are listening and speaking. The students are more sensible to the change in the information of the sentence, question, and phrase. And the last is transformation will help to learn about the different kinds of structure in the language. And the disadvantage is students turn into parrots that can produce many things but never create anything new. And the second is teacher got the tendency to use the audiovisual material as a method by their own instead of using them as a teaching aid. And the last is equipment and its use. And what is the implementation of audio-lingual method in learning and teaching theory? In the implementation of audio-lingual method in learning and teaching theory, that is, audio-lingual method implementation refers to learning theory behavioristic. The learning target using the audio-lingual method is that students are able to pronounce English like a native speaker. The drill formulated by Brooks in Perdani is in the form of repetition, inflection, replacement, restatement, completion, transposition, expansion, transformation, integration, and rejoinder. The application of the audio-lingual method is known that the learning process starts to providing stimulation to students first. The stimulation is in the form of various drills performed by the teacher, which are imitated by the student. This is done continuously to students so that they can indirectly be stimulated to be involved in the learning process given by the teacher. After that, student will respond with a variety of behaviors If the student response is high, then various exercises have been done. Learned by students will become a habit. In essence, the application of the audio-lingual method can help students to be able to hear and understand what other people say in everyday life. This method is also felt by students who are able to understand books or print material well and be able to write according to predetermined grammar standard. Alright, I think that's all about my explanation about the audio-lingual method. I think all of you can enjoy my explanation. Thank you.